Hello students, welcome to all in this session. Hope you all are fine and doing good. As we have covered in previous class some NCERT textbook problems based on multiplication of integers from exercise 1.2 and 1.3. So today we will learn remaining topics, that is division of integers and its properties, and also we will learn textbook problems from exercise 1.4. Now first of all we will see division of integers. As we know that division is the inverse operation of multiplication, let us see some examples for whole numbers. So it is a multiplication statement. 4 3 is 12. Now this 4 3 is 12 we can write in division statement. Say in two ways we can write this multiplication statement. That is, the first one is 12 divided 3 is equal to 4. Then 12 divided 4 is equal to 3. To take one more example, 6 into 3 is equal to 18. So for this multiplication statement, now we can write in division statement. 18 3 is 18 divided 3 is equal to 6. 18 divided 6 is equal to 3. So it is the division is the inverse operation of multiplication. Now we will see multiplication statement and its corresponding division statement for integers. Now let us see some examples. 4 multiplied with negative integer is equal to minus 12. Minus 6 multiplied with 3 is equal to minus 18. Minus 7 multiplied with minus 3 is equal to 21. See, 4 is the positive integer, minus 3 is the negative integer, plus minus, that is the minus. 4 3 is 12. Here is the negative integer, here is the positive integer. Negative integer multiplied with positive, then it gives negative. Now 6 3 is 18. Here is the negative integer, here also negative integer, negative, then 7 3 is 21. Now these three statements are multiplication statement. Now we will see its corresponding division statement. For this statement we can write in division statement minus 12 divide by a minus 3, it gives 4. Then minus 12, it is a negative integer, divide with 4 is equal to, that is minus 3. Now for C, for this statement, minus 18 divide with 3, that is minus 6. Minus 18 divide minus 6 is equal to, that is 3. Now for third statement, 21 divide with minus 7, it gives minus 3. Then 21 divide with minus 3, it gives minus 7. See here, here is the negative sign, here is the negative sign, here is the negative, here is the positive sign, then here is the positive sign, here is the negative sign. Now from these statements we have observed, when we divide a negative integer by a negative integer, it gives, when you divide 12 divided 4, when you divide a whole number, it gives 4. When you divide negative sign by a negative sign, it gives a positive sign. Here is the negative sign, there is a negative integer, here is the positive integer. When we divide a negative integer by a positive integer, we divide them as a whole number. That means 18 divided by 3 is equal to 6. It is the whole number, that is the quotient. We put a minus sign before the quotient. Here is the 6 is the quotient. Now you see in third case, it is the positive integer plus 21. Here is the negative integer, that is minus 7, is equal to. When you divide a positive integer by a negative integer, we divide them as a whole number, that is 21 by 7 is equal to 3. So it is the quotient. Then we put a minus sign before the quotient. See, we will see some more examples here. Minus 3 divide plus 3, it gives minus 1. Minus 4 divide here 2, it gives minus 2. Minus 8 divide 2, it gives minus 4. Minus 10 divide 5, it gives minus 2. Now we'll see in second case, 4 divide minus 2, it gives minus 2. 6 divide minus 3, it gives minus 2. 10 divide minus 10 is equal to 1, that is minus 1. 20 divide minus 5 is equal to minus 4. First, third case, minus 6 divide minus 3, 2. Minus 8 divide with minus 4, this is a 2. See, in first case, here is the negative integer, here is the positive integer. In second case, here is the positive integer, here is the negative integer. In third case, negative integer, here is the negative integer. When we divide negative integer by a positive integer, we divide them as a whole number. That means 3 by 3 is equal to 1. We put a minus sign before the quotient. See, here is the minus 4 is the negative integer, 2 is the positive integer. When you divide a negative integer by a positive integer, we divide them as a whole number. 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. Then we put a negative sign before the quotient. So similarly, minus 8 divided by 2 is equal to minus 4. Then minus 10 divided by 5 is equal to minus 2. Is the negative sign, here is the positive sign. When you divide negative sign by a positive sign, then it gives here negative sign. Now in second case, when we divide a positive integer by a negative integer, we divide them as a whole number. 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. Then we put a negative sign before the quotient. So here in second one, 6 divided with minus 3. Here is the 6 is the positive integer, it is the negative integer. When you divide a positive integer by a negative integer, it gives a negative sign. Then we divide them as a 6 divided by 3 is equal to 2. Then we put a negative sign before the quotient. So similarly, we can 10 divided by minus 10 is equal to minus 1. 20 divided minus 5 is equal to minus 4. Now we will see the third case. When we divide negative sign by a negative sign, when you divide a negative integer by a negative integer, we divide them as a whole number. 6 divided by 3 is equal to 2. Say in second one, here is the negative sign, it is negative integer, here also the negative integer. When we divide a negative integer by a negative integer, it gives a positive sign here. So in general we can write minus a divided b is equal to a divided by minus b. That means minus 4 by 5 minus 4 by 2 is equal to 4 by minus 2. Give that is minus 4 by 2. So for this, minus a divided by minus b is equal to, that means minus a by minus b is equal to, you can write a by b. Negative integer, when we divide a negative integer by a negative integer, we divide them as a first whole number, then we put a positive sign before the quotient. So minus 4 divided by minus 2 is equal to, that will be 2. Next we will see the next topic, that is properties of division of integers. So we will see the first one. If a and b are integers, then a upon b is not necessarily an integer. See some examples here. Let us take a equal to one negative integer, b equal to one positive integer. That is a upon b, that is minus 4 upon 2 is equal to minus 4 by 2 equal to, this is minus 2. So minus 2 is a negative integer. You take another example, a equal to minus 6, b equal to minus 3. So a upon b is equal to minus 6 upon minus 3. That means minus 6 upon minus 3 means that is 2. So here 2 is the positive integer. But in this condition, if a and b are integer, then a upon b is a not necessarily an integer. But in these two cases, in the first case here a upon b is equal to minus 4 upon 2, the result will be minus 2. In second case, a equal to minus 6, b equal to minus 3, that is minus 6 upon minus 3 is equal to, that is 2. This 2 is an integer, the result will be the integer. Here also the result will be the integer. Now we will look into the another example. Let us take a equal to minus 8, one integer. Now you will take b is equal to one positive integer, that is 3. Now we will see here a upon b is equal to minus 8 upon, minus 8 upon 3 is equal to minus 8 by 3. Is it an integer? No. It is not an integer. This is a fractional number or it is a rational number. So rational number is not a integer. So here minus 2 is the integer, here 2 is the integer, here minus 8 by 3 is not an integer. It is a rational number. So that is why, so when we divide when you divide a upon b, then is not necessarily an integer. See here minus 8 by 3 is not a integer. If a is an integer and a does not equal to 0, then a upon a is equal to 1. Here a does not equal to 0. अगर हम यहाँ a equal to 0 लेंगे तो रिजल्ट क्या होगा देखेंगे. a equal to 0 means 0 by 0 is equal to 0 by 0 is equal to, so 0 by 0 is a not defined. इसको कभी हम लोग फाइंड नहीं कर सकते. So it is not a meaningful. So that's why ये does not equal to 0. या में हमेशा क्या है, ये को कभी 0 नहीं लेना है, तो या में अगर ये को अगर 0 लेंगे तो ये डिफाइन यहाँ पर नहीं होगा, इसलिए आपको डिनोमिनेटर में यहाँ पर 0 नहीं होना चाहिए। अब यहाँ पे a अपॉन a इज इक्वल टू 1, जैसे कि मान लीजिए a इक्वल टू 4 माना है, तो यहाँ पे 4 अपॉन 4 इज इक्वल टू 1, मीन्स 4 by 4 इक्वल टू 1, सी 3 by 3 इक्वल टू 1, सी 6 by 6 इक्वल टू 1, और 7 by 7 इक्वल टू 1, सो दैट मीन्स ये अपॉन ये इज इक्वल टू 1, ये इज एन इंटीजर, देन ये अपॉन 1 इज इक्वल टू ये, सॉरी नंबर लाइन 0 1 2 3 -1 -2 -3, these are the positive integers, these are the negative integers, so ये अपॉन 1 इज इक्वल टू ये अपॉन 1 इज इक्वल टू ये, सी जितना भी आप नंबर लाइन में जो आपको इंटीजर्स जो दिख रहा है, यहाँ पर आपका हर इंटीजर्स का नीचे यहाँ पे 1 रहेगा, दैट इज 1 by 1 2 by 1 3 by 1 4 by 1 5 by 1 0 by 1, क्लियर। अब मान लीजिए 0 by 1 means let us take a equal to 0, so that means 0 upon 1 is equal to that is 0, so 1 upon 1 is equal to that is 1, 2 upon 1 is equal to 2, 3 upon 1 equal to 3, अगर नेगेटिव इंटीजर्स लेंगे -3 upon 1 is equal to -3, अगर यहाँ में अगर -4 लेंगे -4 upon 1 is equal to ये -4, सो कोई भी नंबर कोई भी इंटीजर से अगर 1 से जब डिवाइड करेंगे तो आपका जो है जो इंटीजर दिया है आपको सेम इंटीजर होगा, जैसे कि हमें ये मैंने माना है 1 माना है, a इक्वल टू 1 माना है, तो 1 अपॉन 1 इज इक्वल टू 1, 2 अपॉन 1 इक्वल टू 2, 3 अपॉन 1 इक्वल टू 3, कोई भी इंटीजर जो है 1 से अगर डिवाइड करेंगे तो आपका जो है सेम इंटीजर रहेगा। अभी हम देखते हैं फोर्थ वन, इफ a इज एन इंटीजर एंड a डज नॉट इक्वल टू 0, मीन डिनोमिनेटर में कभी यहाँ पे 0 नहीं होना चाहिए, अगर 0 अगर डिनोमिनेटर में अगर होगा तो वो आपको नॉट डिफाइंड होगा, वो है आपका मीनिंगलेस, वहाँ में क्या है मीनिंगफुल नहीं होगा, तो ये है हमेशा जो है नॉट डिफाइंड ही रहेगा। तो जैसा कि 0 से कोई भी नंबर अगर डिवाइड करेंगे, 0 से कोई भी इंटीजर को डिवाइड करेंगे, उसका रिजल्ट जो होगा आपका 0 होगा, जैसा कि नंबर लाइन में अभी हम लोग देखे 0 से कोई भी नंबर डिवाइड करेंगे, जैसे कि मैंने यहाँ में 1 डिवाइड किया है, 0 अपॉन 1 इज इक्वल टू दैट इज 0, क्लियर। अगर मान लीजिए यहाँ पे 2 लिखेंगे, 0 अपॉन 2 इक्वल टू दैट आल्सो 0, अगर मान लीजिए 0 से कोई भी अगर मान लीजिए नेगेटिव इंटीजर डिवाइड किया है तो दिस आल्सो 0, ये यहाँ में जो स्टेटमेंट है इफ a इज एन इंटीजर एंड a डज नॉट इक्वल टू 0, और ये यहाँ पर जो है आपको 0 नहीं होना चाहिए, अगर 0 अगर ये हो गया तो आपको क्या यहाँ में नॉट डिफाइंड हो जाएगा, सो दैट मींस ये 0 अपॉन ये 0 से कोई भी इंटीजर को डिवाइड करेंगे उसका रिजल्ट जो है आपको है 0 होगा। Now to the next topic. Now let us check for commutative and associative property for division of integer. As we know that divisor is a not commutative for whole numbers, that means already we learned in the previous class a upon b does not equal to b upon a. So in division is a not commutative for whole numbers. So now let us check for integers here. Let us take a equal to -2 is integer, b equal to -3. So that is -2 upon -3. -2 upon -3. The result will be here -2 by -3. That means 2 by 3. Now b upon a, that is -3 upon -2 is equal to -3 by 2 is equal, that is 3 by 2 minus 3 by 2. So 3 by 2. So in the first case -2 upon minus 3, the result will be 2 by 3. In second case, minus 3 upon minus 2, that is 3 by 2. So here 2 by 3 is equal to 3 by 2. So these two numbers are not equal. Then 2 by 3 does not equal to 3 by 2. So therefore minus 2 upon minus 3 does not equal to minus 3 upon minus 2. That means A upon B does not equal to B upon A. So that means it is not a commutative property. Let us check for associative property, as we know that division is not associative property for whole numbers. Already we have learned in the previous class, that is A upon B upon C does not equal to A upon B upon C. Already learned in previous class in whole numbers. Now let us check in integers. Let us take here A equal to minus 2, B equal to minus 3 and C equal to 4. Now we will take for this A upon B upon C. The result will be A, that is minus 2 upon minus 3 upon, that is C. C means that is 4. Here minus 2 by minus 3 upon 4. Here minus 2 by minus 3, that is 2 by 3. When you change divide into multiply, then this 4 will be reciprocal, that is 1 by 4. 2 1 ja 2, 3 4 ja 12. That means 2 6 ja 12. That is 1 by 6. That is A upon B upon C will be the result will be the 1 by 6. Now we will check for the second case, that is A upon B upon C. You can keep B upon C in one bracket, that is A equal to minus 2 upon B is equal to minus 3 upon 4 equal to minus 2 upon minus 3 by 4. That means minus 2 multiply, that is now here minus 3 by 4 will be reciprocal, that is 4 by minus 3. So here is the 2 4 minus 8, here is the minus 3, that is 8 by 3. So in the first case the result will be 1 by 6. In the second case the result will be 8 by 3. So that means 1 by 6 does not equal to 8 by 3. So therefore A upon B C is equal, does not equal to A upon B upon C. So division on integers is not associative property. Now let us solve some problems from exercise 1.4. So here is the first question. Evaluate the following questions. We will see the first one. Minus 30 upon 10. Minus 30 upon 10. Here minus 30 is the negative integer, 10 is the positive integer. So here when you divide negative sign by a positive sign, then first of all we divide them at first whole numbers. 30 by 10, that means 10 3 ja 30. Here is the quotient, then you can put negative sign before the quotient, that is here is the minus 3. Now see the second sum. 50 upon minus 5. 50 upon minus 5. Here is the positive integer, here is the negative integer. When we divide a positive integer by a negative integer, at firstly you have divide them as whole number. 50 by 5, that will be 10 is the quotient, then you can put before the quotient minus sign here. Here is the plus sign, that is minus sign. Now we will see the third sum. Minus 36 upon here minus 5. Minus 9. Minus 36 upon minus 9 is equal to. Here is the negative sign. Here is the negative sign. That means here negative integer. Here is the negative integer. when we divide a negative integer by a negative integer, first of all we divide them as a whole numbers, that is 9 4 is 36. The 4 is the quotient and you can put before the quotient here positive sign. Now we'll see the fourth one, the part, that is minus 49 upon minus 49 is equal to, that is minus 49 by minus 49 is equal to, that is 1. Already we have seen the property a upon a is equal to 1. So that is a equal to 49. Here is the a equal to 49. That is 49 minus 49 by minus 49 will be, that is minus 1. Or when you divide a negative integer by a negative integer, then first of all we divide them as a whole number, 49 by 49, that is the result will be 1. It is the quotient. Then you can put the positive sign before the quotient. Now the next term is minus 31 upon minus 30 plus here minus 1. Here minus 31 upon minus 30, that is plus minus minus, here is the minus 1. So here is the minus sign, then minus sign, it will be positive. Then you have to add these two numbers, that is 30 plus 1, that means 31. Here is the 31. Then you can put here negative sign here because 30 is the greater value. So in front of 30 here is the minus sign, so you can carry the minus sign here, that is the minus 31. Now that is minus 31 by minus 31 will be, when you divide a negative sign by a negative sign, first of all you have to divide them as a whole number, that is 31 by 31, that is 1, it is a quotient. Then you can put the positive sign before this quotient, that will be the plus 1. Now we see the F part, minus 6 plus 5 upon minus 2 plus 1. Here minus plus minus, that minus plus minus is minus 6 5, that is the minus 1. Here 1 be minus 1 means here the 6 is the greater value, in front of 6 is the negative sign, so you can carry the here negative upon minus 2 plus minus 2 minus 1, that is 1. You can carry again here 2 is the greater value, in front of 2 here is the minus sign, then you can carry here minus, that is minus 1 upon minus 1 is equal to, that is 1. Now let us solve next problem. Verify that a upon b plus c does not equal to a upon b plus a upon c. Here the values are given, a equal to 12, b equal to minus 4 and c equal to 2. Now we can verify that it is the LHS side. Now we take here RHS. Now in LHS given a upon b plus c. So the value of a will be 12 upon the value of b will be minus 4, then the value of c will be, that is 2. So 12 upon here minus plus minus, then 4 minus 2, that means 2 here, then 4 is the greater value, so in front of 4 is the negative sign. Now we can carry here negative sign here. So 12 upon minus 2, here the positive sign. When you divide a positive integer by a negative integer, first of all we have to divide them whole number, that is the 6. So plus minus, that means you put a negative sign before the quotient. So here is the value of LHS is equal to minus 8. Now let us check here for LHS a upon b plus a upon c. The value of a equal to 12, the value of b equal to minus 4 plus the value of a will be 12 upon the value of c will be 2. Now 12 upon minus 4 plus here 12 upon 2. here is the positive integer, here is the negative integer. When you divide a positive integer by a negative integer, then we divide them as a whole number first. So 4 3 is 12. Then you put a negative sign before that whole number. That is plus 12 6 is 12. 2 6 is 12. That is minus plus minus. Here is the 6 minus 3, that is 3. Then you can carry here positive sign because 6 is the greater value in front of 6. In front of 6 here is the positive, then you can carry here positive. So in LHS the value of that is minus 6, in RHS that is the value equal to 3. So that is minus 6 that is not equal to 3. Now remaining problems, do it yourself. Then in next class we will start a new lesson. Till then, be safe and all the best.